so glad that you decided to come to another session. And today we're going to be talking about something that's near and dear to my heart, erectile dysfunction. And what I want to talk about is what causes the disconnect between what people want when they need a cure, especially with erectile dysfunction, versus taking the action to actually get it done. This website is chock full of really good information about erectile dysfunction and how to overcome it. And I am not receiving a lot of comments from people as to whether or not they want to get cured. Now, understand that when we started out as young people, and it's not our fault, that we were already in the progress of taking pills in order to be cured. Taking elixirs, taking herbs, taking balms, taking lotions. Well, reality is that there's no easy cure for any diseases except for the ones that have bacteria or germs. Now, understand that that's going to get harder and harder as more generations pass, and the reason is there's going to be superbugs. Well, we're not talking about superbugs right now. We're talking about putting in the hard work in order to be able to overcome erectile dysfunction. Overcome the people at work that you really dislike. Overcoming the marital problems or relationship problems that people have. We're more, our ego is more concerned about status quo rather than moving forward. I can assure you that there are plenty of times when you hear your ego in the back saying, nah, you're going to fail. Nah, that ain't going to work. Meh, meh. And reality is that our ego doesn't like anything new. The whole purpose of that voice in the head is to keep us at status quo. If it worked yesterday, it'll work tomorrow. And reality is that that's called being crazy. If we keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over and expect a different result, that's called crazy. So, what we need to do is get that ego under control. If we've ever forced ourselves on women that didn't like or want our sexual advances, that's the ego. If we ever had sex with a woman that has been totally inebriated and wasn't able to control herself, well, that's your ego. And I don't mean to single out just women. I mean men having sex with men. Same thing if you forced yourself on other men to have sex or when they were totally inebriated. If we go to Facebook and we ask questions about, I have erectile dysfunction and what can I do about it? Well, guess what? Yeah, there's plenty of suggestions. There's exercise, there's diet, there's getting off medications such as heart medication or cholesterol. That's going to definitely help you in that process. But again, the ego is telling you, oh no, we don't need to do that. We don't need to pay that money. We don't need to go that way. But reality is that unless we get outside help, nothing's going to change. It can't change. The pattern in your brain, your lifestyle, your mindset, what gets you motivated is the same stuff that got you into this mess. Reality is that erectile dysfunction didn't come like that. There has to be something else that goes along with it. And the reason I say that, it's simple. In your early 20s, it wasn't a problem at all to get an erection. Then you add the formula of women and relationships into that chemistry and you give it a big stir. Bingo, now you've got problems. Also, your mindset, your eating habits, your exercise habits, over a period of time, they will cause erectile dysfunction because of heart disease, because of liver, because of a number of diseases that go on. But let's just get down to it. Have you ever paid for a seminar, gone to the seminar and never taken action? Well, guess what? We need to be able to attach ourselves to coaches that have been there, people that have and can give us information that will allow us to succeed. Individuals that have either the coaching or the psychologist or the therapist or the Reiki or the Kabbalah, we need to be able to make that change. Your life won't change unless you are ready, willing, and able to move forward with action for a sustained period of time. Yeah, it's simple. It's that simple. But it's breaking that habit. It's telling that ego to go away. You know, thinking is not the part that's hard. It's the action. It's the sustainability. That's the hard part. You know, I asked in the title, if there was one bit of advice that I could give you for your erectile dysfunction, what would that be? And the answer, I'm sure you've already got on the tip of your tongue, but I'm going to tell you a great diagnosis. That is the number one thing that is going to allow you to be able to overcome. And the reason is that a great diagnosis is going to tell you whether or not it's a physical or a psychogenic. And that, once you get that little piece, it's pretty easy to move on. If it's physical, then and it's due to an injury, that's a whole set of other things. But if it is a physical thing and it's due to side effects of medication, yeah, it's fixable once you get off those medications. So understand, I'm looking for your comments. Understand, I want to support you in the healing of erectile dysfunction. I don't see that there's a problem getting cured with erectile dysfunction, but you got to show up and you've got to take action. Go ahead, comment. Let me hear from you. I'd love to. And you have a great day.